So if I were, anytime that I'm dealing with anyone that has optic nerve damage, I immediately lean on the 4060 and the 4 and I. Those two things together, they are a great tag team to say the least. I would also uh, lean on the C Clear with DMSO, the C Clear with the DMSO to actually, penetrate deep enough into the eye system and take all the vitamins and minerals that are in C Clear deep into the eye and allow that to be reparative and restorative in the eye, into the optic nerve. So those are the three things that I would lean on absolutely if you had to treat swollen optic nerve. I would also want you to rest the eye at various periods of time by putting, you know, uh, masking over the eye so that, it's covered and it can rest, and let it just rest. And maybe do that for 3 or 4 days, and let the eye just rest, relax, and repair. And you take the patch off to put the eye drops in, put it back on. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Did I say hello to Bonnie? I just saw Bonnie said hello. Karen Hayward, how many times a day should I use 3070 for beginning cataracts? I would recommend that you're going to start with the Revitalize 5 times a day for 2 days. After that, I would recommend that you use the Revitalize and the 3070 3 times a day. If you've got mild cataracts and you just want to nip them in the bud and get rid of them, get out of there, 3 times a day, I would do that for a month, and then I would work it down to twice a day until the cataracts are gone.
Mr. Brown 0609, not sure if you've seen that one. I have no cataract and sensitive eye from the sun, or do you treat it?
I'm sorry, say that again. I'm sorry, I was reading something else.
No worries. Mr. Brown 0609 stated, I have no cataract and sensitive eye from the sun, or do you treat it? That's what
I
it's
have
saying.
I have no cataract.
Right.
You have no cataract, but sensitive eyes from the sun. So photophobia. And how do you treat the photophobia?
I guess that's what they're asking. It was kind of broken up.
Okay. So if first of all, let me know if I'm answering the right question. You have eye sensitivity, you're sensitive to light, so obviously sensitive to the sun. You're probably wearing sunglasses an awful lot of the time, and that's not really doing anything to manage the sensitivity other than you're, keeping the light out of your eyes. And you're looking for a way to deal with the sensitivity to light. And if I'm correct, please just say yes, because then I don't want to spend time answering the wrong question.
Celeste Robinson stated, I have juvenile glaucoma, eye drops since 35 years old. I'm 63 now. I have a shunt in one eye. Can I? And it just fades off
Okay.
due to the character limitation. And I did invite her up.
Excellent. Yay. So come on up. Luscious Linda says, my husband's eye pressure is high. Doctors gave him eye drops to bring it down. Anything I can use for Luscious Linda, I would love for you to come up because you've been on my lives multiple times. And, oh, you got a private account, so I can't bring you up. How does it work again, Coco? You have to click the invite button, or there's another
invite or request,
invite
depending on what she sees.
come up. But the answer is yes, yes. So as far as high eye pressure, I have one customer. I have multiple customers who have had eye pressure in the 40s and 50s, but I do have one customer whose eye pressure was 88. And he is using, my products to keep his pressure normalized at this point. Obviously, at 88, he did go on medication, prescription medication. He had to because that's an emergency situation. and the right thing to do, 1,000% the right thing to do. But when you know that your pressure got that high at some point, the last thing you want to do is trade in prescription medication for something that's not necessarily going to work to keep the pressure down. Because the higher the pressure in the eye, the more inflammation that's in the eye, that means the more the optic nerve is impacted and the less oxygen and blood flow that you have in the eye. So that means the eye system is actually struggling to do what it normally does. And you notice that initially through your eyesight, but as your eyesight gets worse, the damage on the backside of your eye can be severe without you really being able to know that just through your eyesight. So anytime anybody's pressure goes that, drastically high, the last thing you want to do is put them on anything that's going to let the eye pressure go back up to that level of height.